Recording in progress. Good. Okay. Let's pop you on there. Okay, let's get moving. So, like I said, we're going to start on your mat and we're going to start in a 4-point kneeling position. I'm just going to take my baggy jumper off so you can see a little bit what's going on. So, this is your 4-point kneeling position. Okay, so knees somewhere underneath hips, wrists underneath your shoulders. And before we get going, let's just take a moment to establish ourselves in this position. Gently engaging up through the abdominals and the waist for support. And just get a sense of lengthening through your back, okay? So it's just a general feeling of the crown of the head reaching forward, the tailbone reaching backwards. Create a bit of space in our backs, because our backs are so scrunched up all the time. So just enjoy that. Good, okay. From here, just going to tuck the toes under. We don't need to use them yet, but they're there ready for if we want to. Take a nice breath in. As you breathe out, you're going to pull your abdominals up into a nice kind of catch curve, and then just coming back to a neutral spine position. So just your nice long spinal position there. And again, breathe out. So just starting off really simple and really gentle. Just breathing out, scooping the abdominals up. So you can make this quite a kind of Abby thing here. So you're getting a bit of elongation, a bit of stretching into the spine. But if you actively breathe out and scoop the abdominals, then we can definitely make it a little bit something extra. You know what I mean? Okay? If you want a little bit more fire in this position, you can keep going with that movement, but then bring your tucked toes into play by pushing them into them and just hovering the knees just above the mat. Cool? And then same movement pattern. So breathing out, scooping the belly up, then just breathe in to reset. Keep those knees covered if you're going for that option. Exhale. Scoop up into the curve. You'll probably find, if you're doing this option, that already feels a little bit more fiery than when the knees were down. Let's take a few more here. Last 10 seconds here. Exhale. Really tuck that bottom under. Push the mid-spine up towards the ceiling. Last 5 seconds. Probably got room for another 1 or 2 little curves here, depending on your pace. Let's go for 1 more together. Breathe out, curve. Keep those knees hovering. Lengthen back out. Pop the knees back down, and then now you can go and untuck those toes. Good. Okay, keeping that spine nice and long. We're going for some kind of Superman feeling. Any sounds flopping around my face there. We're going for some Superman feeling movement here. So you're going to establish your weight on opposite limbs. So before I move, I'm going to press all of my weight down through my left hand and my opposite knee, so my right knee. Good. Gently engage through the waist to keep you nice and steady. And then stretch your opposite limbs, your right hand, your left leg out. Lift them up to a little balance. Control them down and slide them in. Take your time to transfer the weight. Right hand, left knee, press down, press down, press down. Engage through the waist. And then lengthen. Squeeze up. Control down and bring back in. So again, a nice simple movement. Just keep alternating now between sides. Your nose is pointing straight down to the mat in front of you. And the trick here is to move these limbs in isolation as much as possible. What I mean by that is without letting the shoulders dip, the hips dip, the body move around, okay? So you want to keep that torso, that kind of rectangle torso frame, solid as a rock. If you want a little bit more, when you're in this balanced position, you can bend the elbow, bend the knee, extend them both, and then come back down. I'll do it again on the other side so you can see. So you start off with your transference of weight and lift, and then you bend the elbow, bend the knee, extend them back out, and bring them back in. Few more rounds here. So get your balance super steady in the middle. Squeeze elbow and knee bend. Everything lengthens out. Reach, 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 reach. Control yourself back in. Good. Same on the other side. As we're going through this class, just bear in mind that you can always control the pace. Okay, so however your body likes to move, whatever feels good for you today. I'm kind of going nice and slow and steady here today. Okay, one more little option before we move. You can add from your bend, you can hold the arm still and pulse that kind of back leg up, and like a booty pulse up, extend out and come back in. I went for 3 pulses there. So just again on the other side, extend, bend the knee, you're going to hold the arm still and squeeze the butt, lift that knee higher. 1, 2, 3, and then extend and back. And let's do 1 more each side. Remember, these are all optional additions. You can hold it at whatever level you want to work at today. I'm going up for these little squeezes. Lengthen out, control it back in. Your back and your head should feel like they're just suspended in space, not moving. These arms and legs are flying around quite independently. Good. And let's hold it there. Good. Okay, just sort of rock back. Take the weight off your wrists. It's a lot of work for the wrists to do there. Let's change positions and let's flip around. And you'll be glad to know we're going to go to a lying position, which is always good, isn't it? You can do a workout and lie down. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, so we're going full lying, full kind of supine position here. So arms just on the mat next to you, on the carpet next to you, and my legs are starting out straight. Okay. So automatically took a nice deep breath there. You might find the same. Just before we get moving, just take 1 breath. Little moment to just let the shoulders in particular, shoulders, shoulder blades, and your back settle into this position. It's really nice to lie on a solid floor. So let's just do that for a moment before we get moving. All right. So starting position here with arms up towards the ceiling and your palms are facing your feet. Keep the legs parallel. We're going to start really simple and keep building this one up. Take a breath in. As you exhale, keep the arms straight, push them down towards the mat. Breathe in, bring them back up. Really simple. That's all we're doing here. Exhale. Inhale, bring them back up. Can you start to bring some abdominal engagement into it? So breathe out. Feel as though you're squeezing your waistline in, and then breathe in, reset. Good. Optional extras to add in a little curl up feeling. So as you breathe out and push your head, maybe your shoulders start to lift a little bit to just look down at your toes. So breathe out. It won't be a huge movement. Just starting to curl that upper back off the mat. Breathe out. Reach the fingertips forward as much as they're going up. And come down. Optional extra here is you can hover 1 leg off the floor as you do it as well. So you can breathe out, flow 1 leg up, nice and long and straight. Breathe in, reset. If you're going for the 1 leg version, make sure that you're alternating each time you come up. So exhale, lift, 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 reach towards those toes and reset. Nice. Breathe out on the hard bit when you're coming up. Final option, you can squeeze the legs together and you can lift both up as your head and your shoulders come up. Exhale. Maybe lift both up and reset. Last 20 seconds here, whichever version you're doing. You might find if you're doing both that your upper back can come up a little bit further. Control it down. Let's squeeze 1 more rep out of this round. And breathe in, control that down. All right, bring the hands back down on the mat next to you. Bring your feet in now, so you've got soles of the feet on the floor, and your knees are pointing up towards the ceiling. The legs are parallel, so look at this way you can see that there's just a little bit of space between my legs here. Okay. And you might also want to scoot your heels in a little bit closer than you would ordinarily. We're going for some spine curls or hips lift, okay? Really great for strengthening the glutes, aka your butt, and your hamstrings at the back of the legs. That's what we're going for here, okay? So just rest your hands down, take a breath in. As you breathe out, you're going to press or scoop your middle in and tuck your bottom under. So you're feeling like you're pressing your lower back into the mat. Take the weight into your heels and then press those hips nice and high. Nice. And then I like to take a breath in at the top and exhale down through the ribs, mid back, and then finally pelvis on tucks. So we're really curling through it today. Exhale, curling up, press those hips high, squeeze the butt, keep the knees in parallel, and then roll back down. Little note to self, more than anything, try and relax the shoulders as you do this. Relax the shoulders and the face and the collarbones. Good, rolling through the spine, hence spine curls, all the way up. Squeeze a little bit high down the top, and then start with the ribs. Keep it tucking under, keep it tucking under, and release. Start to bring in some optional extras now. Next time you're up, can you press the weight into one foot and lift the other foot into a little knee bend? Bring it back down. Curl your spine back down. And again, lifting, optional extra. Taking one knee bend up. Keep those hips high at the top. Bring the foot down. And coming down, a few more rounds here. Trying, if you're going for that one-legged moment, to keep the pressure nice and equal and to keep the hips nice and high without drooping too much or dropping one hip. And again. Nice. Let's go for our last little 10 seconds. If you want to join me in a kind of fiery little finish, I'm going to hold the hips high and I'm just going to take some micro pulses up. So squeezing that butt up, squeezing the hips up to the ceiling, keeping my knees in parallel, up and waffling. So let's start from now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold it high, you've got it, so strong, almost there, reach the hands to the ceiling, and then without your hands on the floor, slowly, with control, roll those hips down, and release the pelvis, good, bring the knees into a little hug, just let the glutes switch up a little bit, you might even want to rock side to side, so release any tension, good. Okay, from here, take your head down. You're going to keep your knees tucked in. Just check how we're doing this. Okay, fine. You're going to keep your knees tucked in, lying down. We're going for a little kind of called TikTok. It was called TikTok before TikTok. Okay, so you can keep the knees tucked in, and you're going to take your arms out wide on the floor, like in a T shape, really supportive. Okay. Keep those shoulder blades pinned down, back of the head is pinned down, and then you're just going to tuck the knees from side to side. Okay, so you can rock as far as bringing that whole side of the hip and the pelvis off. That's totally fine. So nice kind of twist through the spine here. At this stage, it probably just feels kind of nice and stretchy. Maybe a little bit of work in the waist and the obliques, but not tons. Maybe the arms are just doing a little something to support you, but not tons. If you want to make it a little bit harder work, lift the knees into kind of a tabletop or a knee fold position, so kind of a right angles. Oh, okay. And try the same movement there. I've naturally slowed down a little bit because it's requiring a little bit more control. through my core, through my abdominals. And my arms are kicking in a little bit to stabilize me. Breathe out, go to the side. Pull yourself back to center. Good. If you want more still, you can just extend the lever, making it harder work to control through your center. So I've gone for 2 straight legs. Same movement, just different leg position, and it's becoming more and more core stability, core strength challenge. And as you're tick-tocking from side to side here, you just find the edge, you find the boundary of your movement. Where can you take it to? Where any further and you would topple over to the side. Find that place. Maybe just hang out there for an extra second. Push your boundaries. See if you can challenge it. Good. Last 10 seconds here. If you've not come up all the way to straight legs, that's absolutely fine. You're always welcome to, even if it's for the last 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. I'm just going to do one more so I've got an even amount both sides. Good. And then bring the knees in. Let the spine relax. Good. Nice. Okay. All right. Bring yourself up to sitting. We'll just finish with a few little kind of very, very simple Pilates basics, half rollbacks, and then come on the diagonal for you. Again, just a few layers to go through. Okay, just giving me something about audio. Just checking no one was asking anything. Okay, so my legs are still in parallel. And I'm going to start with this really nice, tall, upright, seated position. If you want to sit on a cushion or a hoodie or something, if you find yourself a little bit back here, that's kind of a good option too. And start with my arms out straight. Breath in. Exhale. Going for that similar scoop and tuck feeling that we did in our spine curl. So bring the abdominals back, tucking your bottom under so you're rocking onto the back of your pelvis. Come into a half roll back. And then bring yourself up and have a little reset moment where you lift your spine and relax your shoulders. And again, exhale, scoop, curve back. And then bring yourself up, lift tall, relax the shoulders. Just a couple of extra options for you here. As you come back, you can hold it here. You can lift one arm up by your ear, bring it back to join the other arm, and come back up. If you're doing the one arm thing, that's cool. Just remember to switch each time you go back. Nice. Little reset moment. Exhale. Find your place. Just challenging the strength of our core with that longer lever away from our center. That's what that arm is doing. So longer lever away from our core. Abdominals doing all the work. Okay, final option. Instead of one arm, can you find your place? Lift both. Oh, get a good little abdominal shake here. Good. And sit up. A couple more like that. Scoot, find your place. Lock it in, solid as a rock. And then gracefully lift. Reset. And then lift back up. Let's do one more there. Maybe can you tip it back a little bit further? Keep those shoulders off, arms lift. Reset. So strong, so strong. Good, lift up. Lengthen, good. Just let the legs relax. You might find that the hip flexors get a little bit grippy there. It's not the end of the world. And the stronger our abdominals get, the less our hips have to grip into it. Happy to be. All right. Feeling okay? Okay, let's just finish with a little arm something in sitting. So I've gone for cross-legged, but truly it doesn't matter. We're going to be all about the arms for a second. So you can keep these legs up. You could even do this kneeling, whatever works for you. Okay, so I'm just going to go in a cross-legged position just to finish up the last little couple of minutes. So I'm going to bring my forearms together. I'm pinning my elbows, my wrists, and my hands together. Good. And from here, I'm just going to lift those elbows high. Just like a little pulse. Pressing up for 10 seconds. 9, 8, keep lifting. Keep that posture nice and tall. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. And then you're going to open your elbows to the side. You're going to reach up and then pull down. Imagine you're like pulling a weights machine in a gym. Reach up, breathe out. Pull those elbows all the way in. Good. And reach up. Exhale. Squeeze the belly button. Pull those elbows in. Create your own resistance. Last couple here. Nice. Breathe in, lift. Exhale, pull. Good. From there, you're going to extend the elbows. Last little thing, I've got my palms up. I'm going to twist from the shoulder, because it's very easy just to twist the wrists here. See if you can twist right from the shoulder, turn the palms down and back up. So you're just twisting the whole arm. Palms up and twist. Good. Can we pick up the pace a little bit? Twist, 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 twist for the last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Keep lifting tall. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Hold it there. Palms up. Pull those shoulder blades apart. You pull your fingertips to each side of your room. Breathe in. Reach up. Have a little smile. Exhale. Float the arms down. Give the shoulders a little shaky jakey out. Good. All right, we'll call it there for a day. Breathe in, just take one more breath together. Breathe in, lift up. Exhale. And release. Good. Okay, thank you so much for practicing a bit of Pilates with me today.
Thank you. Lovely.
For a little quick session, I'm going to stop recording.